Hey everybody, Roxapox90 here with some news that needs debunking. And some news. We have some cool spoilery things too. Speculation going on. First up we have supposedly leaked that Vintage Masters is going to be announced at SDCC by Mark Rosewater. And what announcement are they going to make? This one, supposedly. The official reprint policy is going to be repealed. Wow, that's ridiculous. Because Vintage Masters was so successful, they want to make a Masters series franchise like the Modern Masters series, scheduled January 2nd, 2015, sweeping changes to the reprint policy, which includes essentially repealing the reserve list. See this line here? Right there. Immediately, this should give you an indicator that this is false, because the repealing of the reserve list is absolutely ridiculous. It is not happening, and we know it's not happening because I don't know who posted this up to make it look official, but Mark Rosewater on Blogatog has said quite recently, well, for Blogatog, has said even if a formal petition was made and even if whatever happens, it doesn't matter. His answer was the reserve list is a sticky widget because we can't change it and we can't talk about why. It is not being removed, and if he had the power to, he would remove it, but it's not going anywhere. You'd be much happier if you learned to accept its existence. R&D has spent years learning how to work around it. By example, Time Walk is 2 mana to take an extra turn. They've made things like Temporal Mastery, 2 mana to take an extra turn, but it has to be miracled. And it exiles the card so you can't abuse it. That's an example. This pretty much cements the fact that the reserve list is not going anywhere. Now, some miraculous event could have occurred that would have I can't talk about why, could have potentially done it, but even if, which it's not, but even if they had decided to repeal the reserve list, they're not going to suddenly dump the Power 9 into packs that are MSRP for $4.99. Absolutely absurd. Modern Masters packs were higher than this, and Modern Masters has nothing like the Power 9, even if they're going to be super rare. It doesn't matter. This is completely bogus, completely fake. Do not believe anything you see about Vintage Masters being printed in paper or anything about the reserve list being repealed, because it's not. And if you find any news, it's going to be directly on Wizards' webpage. If for some miracle it happens, don't ignore speculation on Reddit because it's nonsense. Now, interesting stuff. From Facebook, Lindsay Look, who I believe is an artist, did these. Wow, check this out. And I love the artwork on these because of how non-digital they look. Even if she did it digitally, the artwork feels very much brush-stroked, feels very stylized. And you can go through here, the black, the red, the diamond, and the emerald. And these are not moxes. So immediately get that off your head. They're not moxes, they are the diamonds. Moss diamond is an example. The old artwork has never looked anywhere near this kind of art that is on these new images, and it's just the theme-wise, it feels very much like the Mirage one. If you go to the Mirage Moss Diamond, sorry, not the Mirage one, it feels very much like the 7th edition one in terms of the style. And I like it. It's very stylized. The art is excellent. It's interesting, if you look here, these towers, the shapes of the towers, has a bit of a desert theme going on here, almost a castle theme, which fits somewhat more into Khans of Tarkir, where potentially if you have warlords combating, it means warlords may have cities that they control, and it may fit into that, where you have the deserts and the mountains, the swamps as per the color, but then also just this image gives me a feeling of the Khans environment. It seems that this could be very well go into Khans, and we haven't had really solid, they're not the best mana rocks ever, but they're actually playable mana rocks. Given that they cost 2 mana, they're playable in a standard environment, and since they're not bringing back the signets, because they didn't do that, these could very well be weaker mana rocks than things like Darksteel Ingot or whatever. So the artwork is gorgeous. You guys can check it out. Put it in the description of the video. Let me know what you think about these and see them printed. Where do you think they would be seen printed? These are simply the artworks. They don't announce where they're going to appear, even though here they said that these are included in Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers, but when will they appear in print? They're going to be printed in a later set. So which one do you think it's going to be? Put that down in the comment section, and if you enjoyed the video, tap the like button. If you're new to the channel, check in and subscribe. As always, Roxabox90 signing out. I'll see you guys next time.